So have you seen the new Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog yet? Let me know if you need one, because all the products are so fabulous. Today I'm creating this spooky cute Halloween card, sure to make any monster smile. Hi, I'm Linda Anderson from Linda Lou Creates, and I'm so happy you joined me. The moment I saw the adorable Monster Bash suite, I knew I simply had to have it. So let's take a look at some of the pieces from it. First up is the Spooktacular Bash bundle. That is the fun Spooktacular Bash stamp set and the Ornate Frames dies. When you buy them together as a bundle, you save 10%. Next up, my personal favorite out of this suite is the Monster Bash Designer Series paper. It is so much fun. It is double-sided. So here are some examples of side one. The possibilities then are going to double because let me flip it over. And now we have side two. So all of this fun stuff, isn't that adorable, to play with. Some other things from the suite. We have the basic black scalloped edge ribbon. I just wanted to show that to you here. This is really nice. Ties bows really nicely too. Also a fun thing that I really enjoy are the Monster Bash enamel shapes. So fun. So let's put some of these products onto a card. Like I said, this cute card right here. I will pull in the products that you're going to need as far as cardstock. First up, I just have some scrap Whisper White to use. We're going to do it for the mummy and for the sentiment here. I have basic black out of the layering circles, and out of Whisper White I die cut out a stitched shape. Now this fun shape is cut out of crushed curry, and it happens to be this die right here out of the Ornate Frames. Look how delicate that is. Absolutely stunning. For the card base, let me pull that out. I have a piece of pumpkin pie. I love my top folding cards, so this is 11 by 4 1/4. The score and fold line is at 5 1/2. I did cut out a piece of Whisper White then for the inside of my card. This I will stamp on here in a moment. Now for the outside, I have 4 1-inch strips of some of that Monster Bash DSP. So they each measure 1 inch by 5 1/4. Now I mounted that onto a piece of basic black that measures 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So I was able to fit all my stripes of paper on here. So let me go ahead. I went ahead to save time and I put that on already, the stripes. So let me just go ahead and mount this to my card base. We'll do a little bit of stamping then. I just wanted to get this taken care of here. So onto the pumpkin pie card base it goes. I'm going to set this up to the side here. Now for the inside real quick, out of the Spooktacular Bash, these 3 stamps that I have pulled out of here. I have the mummy, I have the words creepy, and I have a Spooktacular Halloween. So let me go ahead, ink up that stamp. I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black. And I will go ahead and get that stamped up. Okay, that looks good there. Now let me pull in those scrap pieces of the Whisper White, because this is where I'm going to stamp my word creepy. I don't know, can we call a cute monster creepy? So I just think these guys are adorable, even though they are monsters. So now let me get the mummy in here, and I am going to go ahead and get him stamped. I am going to color him up a little bit. So I'm using the Memento, like I said, Tuxedo Black for all of that. So I am going to get the lid on and pull my mummy in here. To color him up, I'm going to use a mix of the Stampin' Write markers. Here I have Pumpkin Pie for that one, and I have my Stampin' Blends. I love these things. So I have both the light and dark of Gray Granite and Crumb Cake. So let me just set this aside. The Gray Granite is what I use to actually put some color on the mummy to begin with. So here's the dark one. And I don't often use the bullet end, but for some reason I found that I was able to just get little bits of dark color in there. Sometimes all you have to do really is follow the stamp itself. It will have some little highlights in there to let you know where some of the darker lines should go. So there, I just did some dark little lines there. Now I'm going to come in and blend it in with the light. So I just start here, kind of going over those areas that I did. I'm not really paying too close attention here. This is just, you know, mummies aren't precise with their coloring, so I'm not going to be either. So I'm just going to color that in. I am going to avoid the eyes. And now I'm going to come in through the middle and get that all colored in. So that's all there is to Mr. Mummy. Now, what is for the Crumb Cake markers? I use those to create a bit of a shadow. I just felt like this white space, don't ask me why, that bothered me, leaving it white. So all I did was come around with a quick outline of the dark Crumb Cake. Okay, trying to follow some of those lines. Then I came in with the light, started doing some squiggles to blend that darker line out. And then I went ahead and filled it all in to blend it all completely in. These markers, I love the idea of just the dark and the light. It's then so easy to use. You don't have to decide what from too many options. So this is just perfect for me. I'm not a person who really loves to color. So, so there it is. There he is. Just added some blending to it. Now, like I said, this just happened to be on my desk at the time. So I had just grabbed it and I'm just using it. I'm not blending with this. It's very difficult to do that with the Stampin' Write markers. So instead, I'm just using it to outline the frame. Okay, almost done. And I'll finish that off right here. Okay, now Mr. Mummy has his own die that I can use, so I will go over to my die cutting machine and cut that out. And I obviously have already done that. So here it is, right here. He's already die cut out. I've popped a couple dimensionals on the back, and let me show you one more thing then. The word creepy, the sentiment on the front. I used this die out of the set of ornate frames, and I cut that out and added a couple dimensionals on the back of that as well. I love the stitching line around that. Perfect. All right, so let's bring this back in now. So I'm going to go ahead and my fancy frame here out of the crushed curry, I'm going to go ahead and attach that down to the stitched circle that I die cut earlier. And now this will get adhered down to the black circle. Just adding some layers, some depth. There we go. Now let's pop a couple dimensionals on the back of this. So everyone makes fun of me with all the dimensionals that I use, and I'm going to keep on using them. So let's go ahead and pop this one down. There we go. All right. Now I want my scrolly, this ornate frame here, to be up and down like this, because I'm going to put the mummy on top this way. All right. So just to give you sort of an idea on the direction on that. So let's go ahead, pop this down. And now I can go ahead and put the cute mummy image down. So let's pop him down right there. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the sentiment on the inside, or that 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of Whisper White that was stamped on earlier. Let's go ahead and plunk this on the inside. And I'm going to pull in this pack of enamel shapes. I'm actually going to put one of these on the inside. Sounds crazy, I know, but they are really thin and smooth, so I don't have any concerns about the card closing over top of it then. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So inside that went. My word creepy is going to go down as well. It's going to be popped up also. And one more little piece of something is going to be the ribbon that I put right here. Now, all I did with this ribbon was just tied a knot. That made me think of a mummy all wrapped up and what have you. So it's like I don't think of him being tied up in a bow. So I thought I would just tie a knot. This ribbon does, to me, seem to have like a right side and a wrong side. So you'll see that the sides look a little different. So I don't know if you can catch that on the camera or not. So just kind of wiggle it around when you tie your knot, and making sure that you have the scallop edges going both in the same direction too. That's going to help also. So let me just snip that off at an angle, and I have a very uneven bow, or not, so let's work on that. Okay, and then I'm just going to get a glue dot to attach it. There we go. Okay, and just down here at the bottom is all where I placed that. So what do you think? Cute, huh? For a monster, that is. So here's the other one. The only thing really, I just changed the colors up a little bit using the card base of the crushed curry, and the ornate frame was out of pumpkin pie, and just did the reverse on this one. So fun. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. I have a whole series planned on a lot of the new stuff that's in the holiday catalog. So please be sure and subscribe so that you can see each and every video. Visit my blog, lindaloucreates.com, for even more projects. There's also a chance that you can sign up for my newsletter there so you can always be up to date on what's happening. So thanks again for joining me, and I hope you get a chance to create today. Bye now.